裁判徐云来自中国。
Umpire Xu Yu from China.
副裁判罗金来自中国。
Assistant umpire Luo Jin from China.
Right, well, we have now, with the music diminishing, I've got a chance to come in and tell you that right in front of you, Hao Shuai, who has shown so much potential in table tennis in China over the years, basically missed out of the men's team championships in Dortmund and also the Olympic Games, of course. This 28-year-old has had great form. And you have to say that he will need to be on great form because his opponent for the semi-final in the men's singles is Su Xin, who is just the most dynamic player that we've seen this year. He has been quite superb. Just in case you're wondering, he's a pen holder lefty in a wonderful tradition that is building now, Wu Liang to Ma Lin to Wang Hao, and he is taking the boundaries of what is possible with his style of play to absolute extremes. We've got another left-hander here, Hao Shuai, of course, but he is the shake-hand grip, and he's just been very, very impressive this week in Suzhou. He has demolished European opposition. In fact, counted in the quarter-final for Vladimir Samsonov, Belarus, the number 7 seed. And he only lost one game in that process. He lost it 8-11. But he has been very, very impressive. And, well, he's had a long career, it has to be said, at 28 years old. Been there or thereabouts for quite a significant time. He had a great World Championship in 2005 and 2007, got to the quarterfinals in the singles. He's been a Pro Tour winner 3 times with Hao Shuai, Serbian Open in 07, and the China Open in Shanghai in 08, the Slovenian Open in 09. He's coming back to some kind of form at the moment, 3 years later after those great successes. So his highest ranking was at 7, that was in 09. He's at present in world ranking of 19, but we're looking at the moment at Su Xin, who at number 3 is at the height of his present game, and obviously his ambition is to get to number 1. Excuse me, he was also left out of the Olympic squad, and really after such a dynamic performance at the China Open in Shanghai earlier, when he was quite superb against Ma Long, the world champion, and those former world champion, he was amazing. Ma Long, of course, won this event 2011, and he beat Zhang Jike. And Zhang Jike is now the world champion. So it's all at the top in China. It's absolutely extraordinarily exciting, and Su Xin is one of the most brilliant players we've seen at table tennis. Oh, and a first backhand beauty from Hao Shuai, takes the edge. Impossible to get back. He apologizes, but he'll take the point gratefully. First semi-final of the men's singles here in the Harmony 2012 China Open. When he gets going, the whole world watches and shakes. It's like an earthquake at the table. It's amazing. 1-all. Good work from distance from Hao Shuai. He's making a big impact this week. Great to see him back in form. A bit of a distraction. Now they settle the game. 2-1.
2-all.
Right, it will take a while, I guess, for this to warm up, although inside this Suzhou gymnasium, it is very, very warm. The air conditioning has been turned down. There's a lot of people in here, and there will be lots of sweat around this plate. Look at that.
3-2.
Immediately, he will find shots, he will play shots, Will Sutin, that people cannot believe. He is definitely a guy that pushes back the boundaries and the barriers.
Net. 3-2.
Hao Shuai, consistent, and that's what you need in this game. Of course, you need to be consistent. It's no good playing the odd brilliant shot. He just has a high-end game, and if he delivers, it's tough to break down. 3-all. The boy from Jiangsu, it's Su Xin, up against the one from Tianjin.
3-4.
And for the first time in this first game, Su Xin takes the lead. We're going to see a lot of that counter-attacking from deep. 3, 4, 5 paces back. Once that happens, you listen to the crowd. They will go wild. Too quick, too dynamic from Tu Xin. He's got a 5-4 in the first. Service too good. 4-6. Again, it doesn't look as if there's much on the ball, but there's huge whip from the pen holder.
4-7.
Su Xin suddenly has taken control of this first game. From Hao Shuai. He needed that one, desperately needed it. Look at that, what a reach. Tu Xin just got carried away. There was obviously some movement on that ball in terms of the spin. 7-5. And he's missed another one on the forehand. So great recovery here from Hao Shuai. He's not extravagant in his movements. Hao Shuai much more conservative, you might say. Su Xin just wants to pummel it, and everything is happening out there in his life. You can see it. He wears it on his sleeve. All action. Hao Shuai much more composed. He's back to 7-all in the first. Great recovery. And he takes the lead from a great service too. Tu Xin really mutters to himself. Hao Shuai picking up 4 points. Great recovery shot did the damage, and it's been all positive since then.
8-all.
Su Xin finds his favorite shot there right in time. stuff we look forward to. Oh, what a shame there. Good work from Hao Shuai, not intimidated. Again, without big extravagance, stays in the point and wins it. Oh, and he did well there. What a great recovery from Hao Shuai. He moved from what was going to appear to be a backhand into a forehand sway away. And it was Hao Shuai who got the day. It's 10-8. 2 game points, Hao Shuai. This will really, really sort out Zhou Xin's motivation and certainly the way in which we've been seeing him play this year. He's been dynamic and really very impressive. He's under a bit of pressure here. 2 points. Hao Shuai can take this game, if Zhou Xin will allow him. Just when you think it's safe to come out, the assassin comes up with a big, big blow. Still game point, Hao Shuai. And he's got it. It's 11-9, Hao Shuai. Great start to this semi-final for the 28-year-old. He's done it by basically just blunting the weapon of Zhou Xin, which is very, very aggressive forehand. Well, this is going to now, I believe, be a really, really memorable matchup. Hao Shuai is not intimidated. Zhou Xin knows that he's got a big battle. If he sticks to his game plan, the 5-time World Tour winner will definitely be the favorite. He's won in Q8 in 210. He won in Slovenia and Qatar in 211, and the Qatar Open, he defended it this year. And of course, as I mentioned before, he won the China Open in Shanghai just a couple of months ago. So Zhou Xin will feel good about it in the head-to-heads. They've won all. Qatar Open in 2009, it was 2009. It was Hao Shuai who won 4-1. In the 2011 Austrian Open, it was Zhou Xin who won 4-3. It was a tight quarter-final in both those matchups. So 1-1 in the head-to-heads. Hao Shuai with the service. Hao Shuai did well to adjust, didn't get too greedy, kept the ball on the table. Look at this, but there was definitely some movement. Look at the sideways movement, and it died on him. Great improvisation from Hao Shuai for 1-1. We are going to get a 5 or 6 rally from deep. I know. I just got that feeling. They love this gladiatorial combat. Zhou Xin was the winner there. It's 2-1. A little bit of... I think there's some cameras popping off here. They have been warned. Flash photography. Very disconcerting. Oh, he's got a really good eye, hasn't he, Hao Shuai? It's not fussy. We've got an announcement about cameras. Two all in the second. Hao Shuai has started very well. And continues, 3-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off the flashlights of your camera. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, it just went, oh, that's extraordinary. That really was. Hao Shuai just totally missed it. Got the first bounce in, the second bounce never happened. Tried to play it so early and put the ball long, it just kept going off the table. First real error we've seen from it. It's 3-all. Too thin with the ball. And then just a lack of focus there. Too thin, probably mixing it up a little bit. A little bit of extra pace and then takes the pace off, takes the spin off a little bit. Lots of variety to his game. Oh, that's great from Hao Shuai. Big answer immediately, 4-all. He's the unfussy, very, very compact player, Hao Shuai. Great to see him back in the spotlight and the limelight again. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, that was really clever from Hao Shuai. Shaped up to play it down the other side. Of course, we've got two left-handers here. So we're not used to seeing that, but the forehands coming from both sides are the reverse to what we normally expect. So the big power play is dominating. Yeah, good response from Hao Shuai. He took the short serve, delivered it back with interest in terms of the spin. 5-6. Fascinating times here. There we go. There we go. We knew it would come. Oh, great work, Hao Shuai. Brilliant stuff. I warned you about it. We knew it would come sooner or later. Great, great work. Hao Shuai again. Look at him. He's absolutely stretching for everything. A little bit more control there, and eventually he wins it off an error from Tzu Xin. He's got the lead at 5-7. Tzu Xin is really under pressure here. I haven't seen him like this for a while. This will definitely test his mental resolve. This guy is definitely in control of his emotions. That's the lethal shot that we've seen so many times from Tzu Xin. He resolves to play that whenever he's in big trouble. And a lot of action on the ball from Tzu Xin brings him back to level. Great coverage here from our host CCTV. Enormous experience as you'd expect, but still fabulous to watch. It gives us enormous entertainment. So thank you for that. So Tzu Xin picks up 3 in a row and takes the lead. Oh. He winds up a big one. It was a big windmill back, wasn't it? Just watch this one. Superb shot from Tzu Xin. Great accuracy. He's got 9-7, 7-9 with Hao Shuai in serve. And that little backhand flick there will be hugely disappointed. It's allowed Hao Shuai back into it. Little moments, millimeters, could make a big difference. He's still got the lead, but Hao Shuai has the serve. And now the point. He took advantage of that error from the first serve, set it up beautifully, and a fantastic third shot. Just perfect table tennis. 9-all. And I must say the crowd are just a little bit intense here. They don't quite know who they want. Hao Shuai's been on the scene a long time. Su Xin is the youngster that's been playing unbelievable table tennis recently. Wasn't included in the Olympics, neither were. Oh, well, Hao Shuai was fooled a little bit by the pace of Su Xin there. He thought he was going to come up with a big one, but just look at that. It was a heavy topspin loop, really. Didn't get too high above the net, so I guess you couldn't call it a loop. But certainly, it's given him game point here. He's also got the service. It's 10-9. Oh, clever. Really, really clever from Su Xin. It was a dummy, it was a disguise, it was brilliantly played. Look at that. Hao Shuai didn't know which way to go. Eventually, it was superbly played. 1-all in games. We knew it was going to be a cracker.
女士们、先生们，我们提醒您，在比赛过程中，请您不要使用闪光灯拍照，请您不要使用闪光灯拍照，谢谢合作。
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off the flashlights of your camera during the game. Thank you for your cooperation.
So third game, it's 1-all, and it's a fascinating battle, as I keep saying. Su Xin, the #1 seed, up against the revival of fortunes of Hao Shuai. The smooth, compact, beautifully consistent, some would say a little conservative, doesn't show enough exuberance maybe. Su Xin certainly can't be accused of that. He's a showman. He beat Cho Eun-rae from Korea in the first round, 4-1. He then beat another Korean, Kim Min-seok, 4-0. And then accounted for Dmitry Ovtcharov, the bronze medalist, of course, from London Olympic Games just earlier this month. He beat him 4-1. And a little bit of luck there for Hao Shuai. He's got 2-1. Again, the service is doing its job for Hao Shuai. He beat Chang Hong-chie 4-1. Round. It was a big matchup against Timo Boll. That was a great one. 4-3. He won 12-10 in the 7th. So that was probably the match of the tournament so far in terms of East meets West. Hao Shuai announced his recovery there and then went on, of course, to beat Vladi Samsonov. Belarus, now resident in Spain, and that was another big victory, but it was a lot more convincing and a lot easier. So the Germans came and they were conquered. The Belarusian came and he was conquered. And Hao Shuai goes on here with a very, very impressive 5-2 in the third. He's so close to the edge of the bat there. He's tried to play that backhand and got just a little bit over the top of it as the ball died from Hao Shuai. Oh, it took the edge. It took the edge, and very charitably, as you'd expect at this level. Hao Shuai pointed to the edge and said, yep, saw it, heard it. A lot easier, of course, if it's on the edges closest to the players. When it's at the side, a lot more difficult, a lot more controversial. The crowd love it. Zhu Xin didn't enjoy it that much. Hao Shuai kept his head. 26. It's really strange. I mean, that was dynamic play, but again, he didn't look as if he was over-exaggerating. He was playing every shot within himself. Another. Watch this cracking shot. This forehand, exquisite. Look at the heavy top on that. The drive down through into the right hip pocket of the left-hander. He had no chance to move. Trapped in the middle. 6-4. Oh, well, that was unlucky from Zhu Xin. He did everything that he had to do, except keep it on the table when it was vital. Hao Shuai again, no fuss, but is really impressing me. 7-4. Oh, and again the big Zhu Xin forehand as he sways away from the table. It's a thing of beauty, there's no doubt at all. He loves to play it. He does it in training and everyone stands away and watches. He just absolutely love that movement down onto his haunches almost. The knee bends, and it's a total high risk 100% shot. He's got back into things here though. 5-7.
5-7. Go. 5-8.
You know, I heard Hao Shuai just let out a little celebration. Ho. It's as much as we've heard from him. He's got 8-5, 5-8. Off the taper now. 6-8, it really will be tight. I wouldn't be at all surprised if these guys don't keep us here for 7. Again, it's down the middle, and Hao Shuai struggling to return. Zhu Xin. The return up from the service was very, very impressive. Watching very carefully now, Zhu Xin.
8-7.
Oh, great stuff. Hao Shuai is not fazed by this great pick back by Zhu Xin. And just look at him. Wonderful control, beautiful, beautiful stroke for 9-7, 7-9 of Zhu Xin. Struggling to get back into this again. Hao Shuai playing out of his skin beautifully. And that is now 3 game points in the third to Hao Shuai. And the boy, who is 6 years senior to Zhu Xin, is showing what a talent he has been and what he could still be. 7-10. Oh, and he went for broke there down the line. He got right under the table. The ball was played halfway to the floor. He went for big one. He may live to regret that. He's still got a 2-point lead here, game point in the third. It's of such a high standard. I repeat, we have no Olympians here playing in the Harmony 2012 China Open in Suzhou. Zhang Jike, Wang Hao, they're not here.
10, 10-8.
Just in case you're wondering, Ma Long was the third, of course. Oh yeah, that's good. That's 11 points to 8. And I won't say exactly that we don't miss those Olympians, but what I can say with certainty is it will be royally entertained by their deputies. And the most impressive revival is Hao Shuai in a big Pro Tour event, a homegrown Pro Tour event. And he is playing brilliantly at the moment. Zhu Xin is wondering what he can do. It's 2-1 in favor of Hao Shuai. And you have to say that he is combating everything that Zhu Xin throws at him with very impressive performance. 2-1, Hao Shuai. The other thing to remember, of course, is that its next matchup will be Ma Lin together with Wang Liqi. Wang Liqi is three-time world champion. Ma Lin, former Olympic champion from 2008, of course, in Beijing. But they're longer in the tooth. And this is a great opportunity for the winner here to take the title, I would have thought. If Hao Shuai can upset the form books and take this one, he'll be back in the reckoning big time. Oh, flashing backhand for 2-0. And this is a really interesting moment. Zhu Xin again having to come from behind. Doesn't happen very often, hasn't happened very often this year. Oh, that is exquisite. Just look at that from underneath, and watch him reach that and counter. Unbelievable shot. I told you he plays stuff that is not humanly possible. Well, I called Ma Lin the Merlin, the magician. I'll have to think of another magical name for Zhu Xin. Hao Shuai confidently, competently goes about his business. No fuss.
3-2.
They are both playing for big reputations. It's not just the money at stake here. It's definitely the nearly boys. They were left out of tournaments. They don't like that, being left out of teams. Hao Shuai at 2-4 now. Zhu Xin taking quite a long towel down time here. You can do that at 6, 12, 18 and so on. So he's the first to reach for the towel. Hao Shuai is over and wants to go back to table. The GAC group have put a huge amount of faith in the attractiveness of the World Tour. It is just special. GAC Group 2012 ITTF World Tour has produced some wonderful tournaments and great final matches. We're talking at semi-final stage at the moment. Just imagine later on today, it's either Wang Liqi or Ma Lin playing against either one of these.
5-3.
Hao Shuai at 5-3, the service. And you can tell he's getting a little bit intense here. He senses blood.
5-4.
He gets a little bit frustrated when he misses a shot like that, but since this match has warmed up, he's become more and more just that little extra demonstrative. Sin misses one of his favorite shots, but look at that, it came off the net and he didn't expect that one to be so flat. The return. Four, 6. Something a little extra on that one from Zhu Xin. Forced the error, and just look at the quizzical look of Hao Shuai. Can't believe he netted that. 5-6. Shake hands grip. Yeah, quick. Very quick hands, quick thinking, quick everything. 6-all. Two great services followed up beautifully by Zhu Xin. Hao Shuai is going to be got to be at his absolute best in order to threaten here. He's got a 2-1 lead in games, but Zhu Xin is a great competitor. Jiang Su's favorite son at the moment, that's for sure. Love it. Here we go. Here we go. It's Zhu Xin is victorious in that counter-punching, brilliant circus display. Magnificent. 6-7, 3 points in a row for Zhu Xin. I told you he's not a quitter. He will be just bursting with energy to get back here. Oh, magnificent backhand. This is what people just absolutely will pay a fortune to see. Zhu Xin at his very best. He's quite extraordinary. He's got an 8-6. Yeah, he is just fought off. Huge pressure here by some brilliant performance. He was 6-4 down. Look at the score now. It's 5 points in a row for Zhu Xin. And now 6 points in a row, and that is 6-10. Zhu Xin has recovered brilliantly. And that's it, it's 11-6, it's 2-all in games. And Zhu Xin and Hao Shuai are really slogging it out. It's a slugfest here in Suzhou. The Harmony 2012 China Open is alive and kicking with two of the best exponents toe-to-toe here. 2-all in games, the semi-final of the men's singles.
Game 4, 11-6. The game is now tied at 2-all.
So the fifth game coming up, and some more really intelligent play, some aggressive play, and some great excitement in prospect. So Xin starts out with the attack, forces the error for 1-0. Okay, off the net, difficult to control. fabulous ambition. It didn't work, but the crowd were enraptured by that attempt from Su Sin to come up with an unbelievable backhand. The counter attempt there, wow. He missed it, but well, he just loves to play these really tough, low percentage shots. In fact, I don't think anybody else would have attempted that one, to be quite honest. That was extraordinary. It's 1-2. Oh, magnificent play! Hao Shuai contributes enormously to that and wins the point. It's leveled up at 2 points all. It's 2-all, 2-all. But what a fabulous rally that was. You can play that one as many times as you like. You will not see better shots than that in any rally. Quite extraordinary. Hao Shuai makes it again. Su Sin down on his knees. Disappointment there, but you cannot take anything away. Both these players at the top of their game, and they are at it like gladiators in a Roman amphitheater. They're playing to the death here. It's unbelievable stuff. I told you they were ambitious. They were annoyed at being left out of teams. A little shake of the head from Su Sin tells the story here. He was in 2-0 in the lead. He's now 3-2 down. Now 3-all, 2-all in games. Well, we'd hope for something like this. Rarely do matches, sport in general, match up to expectation. But right here and now, this men's event, we've got Wang Liqian and Ma Lin to follow this. It's very exciting. They are at the top of a population of 1.3 billion people. They are at absolutely the top of the tree, the top of the pyramid. And they are playing as if every single point shows their reputation is on the line. It's magnificent. Believe what Hao Shuai achieved there. Su Sin was pummeling him, and he still defended so well. 6-3 Hao Shuai, 3-6 actually. Su Sin will serve. And another one, and again a little raising of the hand in apology. Oh, yeah, that is early. It was dynamic again into the corner. Just watch him come for this one. It's a little bit higher than we'd expect from a normal Su Sin return. Good service, great third shot. Well, Su Sin had such a great run in the fourth game rather. Let's see whether or not he can fight back here. I think we've got a couple of screaming cats inside the stadium here. That certainly wasn't a human voice, was it? Anyway, people are very excited. 2015, the World Championships here in Suzhou. push was not enough from Hao Shuai. Zhou Xin kept the pressure on. And even from a distance, even from the camera distance away, you can feel huge, huge pressure on both of these players. It's the power game. And again, we've got people in the audience. Hao Shuai raises his hand in apology. We've got movement in the crowd. And again, and it's very, very much in the eye line. I can see it right in front of me. I'm not that far back. And it is very distracting. Yeah, and again, we're going to get an announcement here. It's not cameras now, it's people's movement. They have to respect these players. They're fighting for their lives. It's just, I mean, quite extraordinary. Brilliant play. They don't need any distractions. 8-6. Fifth game, 2 all-in games. What a match. He went for broke and he missed it, and it's 9-6 to Hao Shuai. Zhou Xin does not know the word conservative. He is definitely the gambler, the risk taker. That's what makes him such an exciting player to watch. (9-6). Quick hands, quick thinking. Zhou Xin immediately latches on to that serve, a little bit high, and again, surprising his opponent. 7-9. Zhou Xin has the privilege of serve here. Oh, that's great work from Hao Shuai. He set that one up with a beautiful return. Zhou Xin again scratches his head, turns away and thinks, oh, how did I let that one go? But the bottom line is Hao Shuai was brilliant with his attack. It's game point, Hao Shuai. Oh, 3 of them, actually. This for a 3-2 lead. Big moment in the match. No, he's missed one, but he's got the serve now. He'll take a towel down. It's all very, very exciting. Quite intimidating. We're right in the spotlight here. It's hot. It's dramatic. This huge amount of theatre unfolding in front of us. Zhou Xin has got a big mountain right here. He's facing 2 game points against him. Hao Shuai just wiping off the sweat, keeping him waiting. Oh, that's it. Hao Shuai has taken it, but not before Zhou Xin comes up with some really, really aggressive play. The 4-hands rule, you can hardly see the ball. It was a blur as it crossed the table. But Hao Shuai is playing brilliantly here today, and he's got a 3-2 lead in games in this semi-final of the Harmony 2012 China Open under the GAC Group 2012 ITTF World Tour. It is the best, absolutely the best of table tennis we've seen throughout the whole year. Hao Shuai and Zhou Xin locked horns in battle. 3-2, Hao Shuai. concerned, and Hao Shuai continues his dominance here at the moment with some fantastic variety. Watch this one down the line, from the middle, down the line, absolutely aggressive and brilliant. And Zhu Xin is just beginning to doubt his #1 status here. Just look at this. Hao Shuai is totally dominant here. He's got a 3-2 lead. He's got a 2-0 lead in the 6th. Little hesitation. Hao Shuai makes him wait. Oh, magnificent again. Hao Shuai will not be swayed. It is something that you cannot believe. The confidence in this guy at the moment. The 28-year-old is confounding everyone. And the murmurs and the smiles and the guffaws that are around this stadium are just amazing. They cannot believe what they're witnessing. And again, Zhu Xin is under pressure and falling apart here in this 6th game. I never ever thought that I would see this, but Hao Shuai, with his composure and the style of his play, is just been superb. He's got the service at 4-0. Came off the body, so that will not count. That's 1 point to Zhu Xin. Can he do anything about it? His resolve will certainly be there, but he's been intimidated by a very impressive Hao Shuai, who's got the serve at the moment. 4-1. It's too good. Zhu Xin is not doing anything with the return of ball. It's that one that was a nothing ball. It's too high. Hao Shuai is given the invitation and he accepts it brilliantly. The 6th point will take a little towel break, and now, look at this. Chayo for Zhu Xin has been the call, but I tell you what, Hao Shuai is showing amazing skills. Again, he's in charge. That one goes short. It comes onto Zhu Xin's side, so that it's Hao Shuai's point. And that's 1-6. Zhu Xin is being blown away from a dynamic Hao Shuai. And again, it's an error from Zhu Xin. He's not used to this pressure, and I've always wondered what would happen if he was subjected to a guy who could challenge him, could defend against this extraordinary attack. He's found a left-hander. He's not a pen holder. He's a shake hands grip. I tell you what, that's the only shake hand that's going to happen, because it's all venom at the moment from Hao Shuai. He's just missed that one. Huge disappointment, but he's still got a 7-2 lead in what could be the final game of the semi-final. He's in the zone. Hao Shuai is absolutely on fire. His confidence is sky high. He's broken Zhu Xin in terms of his mental strength, and he is on his way to the final unless we get a dramatic recovery. He's not going to make it. Just listen to this crowd. They are as surprised as I am, and I'm sure a lot of you at home will not believe what they're witnessing here. Hao Shuai, did we see a little smile there as he set himself for that? He's certainly playing brilliantly. He knows he's got an absolutely wonderful opportunity to take the title here and the $30,000 big first check. What a great recovery. He's just missed that one to 9-4, but surely with 2 more points required, Hao Shuai can see these through. Zhu Xin on the ropes. He's taken a lot of punches. A lot to the ribs, a lot to the chin. And he's rocking. 9-4. Oh, Johnson a punch of his own there, but is it too little, too late? Needs to pick up some cheap 3 points or so now. Hao Shuai bounces up. He's ready for this one. 5-9. And that is now match point to Hao Shuai. Quite extraordinary. Look at him. There is definitely a little smile. There is a smirk there. He knows he's got this one in the bag. It's 5-10. A final beckons. Now he's got the serve at 10-6. The 28-year-old who used to be top of the class has fallen back off the pace a little bit, is now going to return in big competition. Here he comes. This is the way to finish a match. Exhibition stuff from both these players, and the crowd will be cheering. Here we go. And it's got to be finished here. Not yet. There it is for Hao Shuai. Hao Shuai. Hao is good in Mandarin. He was very, very good. Hao Shuai goes into the final of the Harmony 2012 China Open here in Zhou. He has beaten absolutely convincingly the favorite and #1 seed for this tournament, Su Xin, by 4 games to 2 in a mesmerizing contest of fantastic table tennis. There's the scoreline, 4-2. Hao Shuai is back in business.